Hello and welcome. Um, this is a compilation video of videos that I took on my phone when I was living in Chicago. Videos that I either took with the intention of doing something with or took because I thought they were funny. Um, and I did not do anything really with these videos. So now here I am. Like a couple months ago, a couple months ago, I was, wow, time flies. A couple months ago, I was watching some of the videos that I had posted back when I was younger. So maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. It doesn't really seem like that long ago. But I was watching those videos and like at the time that I made them, I was like, oh, these were fun and I really enjoyed them. And then like maybe like a couple months would go by and I'd be like, oh, it's kind of cringy. And then now that it's been a couple years, I go back and I look at them and I'm like, no, they're funny. I like, even if nobody else thinks they're funny, I think they're really funny and I liked my sense of humor. And I'm like really glad that I made those videos because it just like lets me compare who I was then to who I am now, which is like pretty much the same person, um, which I love. So even though I haven't filmed, okay, that's a lie. I have filmed things that I haven't edited, and I don't know if I ever will. So this is my compromise, but uh, this is going to be a video compilation of a lot of videos that I took when I was living in Chicago, and I will be commentating them because I think they're funnier with commentation, if that's even the word for it, and because I imagine that future Andrea, whenever you're watching this, you will really enjoy watching the videos. And if you, for some reason, cannot remember the context for them, me, future, current, past Andrea will be giving you some more context so that you can enjoy them, maybe not to the fullest, but maybe more than you would have. But anyway, enjoy. Yeah, so this is a clip of the coat hanger that used to be uh, at like the entryway of the last place that I lived in. So it's, yeah, just where my coats were hung. I hung my keys there. Um, my scarf was hanging there. And I think that I took this video specifically for it to be like an aesthetic B-roll shot for a vlog that I would never actually put together. I don't think I had a specific like anything in mind when I took this video other than I should probably document this. So those are my coats. The one on the left I think was Max's coat. So not actually one of mine. This one hanging second from the left is the jacket that I got from varsity soccer in high school. I think those were our windbreakers that we got. I think that's what it was. I think I still have it. The zipper. Oh yeah, because the zipper broke on that one. It had like a zipper that pulls like both up and down. Oh, that sounds stupid. Zippers do pull up and down. No, it had one of the zippers that you could either zip it up or like zip it so that it was still attached at the top but unzipped at the bottom. So it was like a two-way zipper. You know, it didn't just like zip up. You could like zip it up and then unzip it from the bottom. Anyway, the zipper on that broke, and so I was just planning to. I don't know what I was gonna do with it. And my coworker at my last job, he was like, "Oh, what's up?" Somehow, and I like mentioned to him that my coat zipper broke, and he was like, "Oh, you can fix those real easy. Yeah, there's whole kits for zipper pulls." So he gave me his zipper pull kit, and I had to figure out how to put it back together. I think I messed it up a little bit. I think I did something wrong in the process of trying to fix the coat zipper, but I did manage to do it. I can still use that coat. It's a little messed up, but for the most part, it's good. Yeah, and then my keys are hanging there on a lanyard that I paid way too much money for. It was probably in 2019, summer of 2019, where I learned that idol groups have fan sites that make merchandise for the idols. And so I bought one because somebody was doing like a group order for like the US. So I was like, oh, that sounds cool. I'll join in. I didn't need a lanyard. And I don't use anything else in that kit that I got besides the lanyard now. Um, but it's nice. I also would not have gotten myself anything like it ever. I don't think I would have seen the use in having a lanyard enough to purchase one myself. So I'm glad that I got it because it's nice to have one. Um, and then my coat, I think my grandma gave that to me. Uh, I still use it and I like it a lot. Uh, Up on the hook on the very right side is my like kind of hat. I call it a kind of hat because the top of it is actually like fully open. So it's instead of it being like a beanie that has a top on top, it's more like a straw. So your arm could technically fit from the bottom through to the top, um, and you can like pull the top closed, so it becomes more like a hat. And the intention is that you can have a high ponytail and put this over your head. And I used to wear my hair in ponytails a lot, so it was nice. I did sometimes use that function, and then I stopped wearing my hair in high ponytails because uh, I don't know. I think it just hurt more. I started wearing low buns more. And this could still fit over the low bun, which was nice. And there's the scarf, which was also something from my grandma. So a lot of stuff that I have is from grandma. Thanks, grandma. Yeah, so I used to ride the CTA every day for work. And I, I don't know. I don't know like what I thought I was gonna do. This is like another one of those like aesthetic B-roll like transportation video things that I imagined would be used if I was going to be making a vlog about my life. This is a clip that I would use. Um, and it didn't have anywhere to go. Um, but yeah, this is what the trains looked like in Chicago. So that was my commute. Yeah, so this clip was I was living on my own and it was summer. So in the summer, I would leave the windows open um, for like air. Um, and the window that was in the bedroom, the bug screen had like a tiny hole in it, and my method for fixing that tiny hole was just to put tape over it, which was not a very great solution because wind would blow through the window, right, through the bug screen, and then would dislodge the tape that I put over to repair it. So one day, it was like summer, I think I might have been like doing laundry or something, um, and I like out of the corner of my eye see like movement, right? And I'm like, oh, bug. Um, so I freak out because I'm like, I don't want to, I don't like, it's flying. I think that like when the bugs are crawling, I'm a little bit better at like dealing with them, but this one's like flying, and I'm like, I don't like that. Um, when I was a kid, I've been playing a soccer game on a really rainy day. So it was really muddy, and I was a really aggressive player when I was a kid. So, um, like, getting on the ground, like rolling in dirt was like, I was fine with that. So, there was one game that I came back, was like all muddy, taking a shower, and a spider had gotten actually in my hair. And it dropped out of my hair when I was in the shower, and that freaked me out. So since then, when things are bugs that fly indoors, uh, my worst fear is that it's gonna get into my hair. I don't like that. Um, so yeah, this bug flying around, it's huge, okay? It's not like a tiny little fly. You can't really see it in the video from the distance, but it was probably like that big if I compare, like yeah, like pinky size, my pinky. Um, and I had never seen a bug like this. It was like both fly floaty and had like a sack at the end of it. So I didn't know what it was. I didn't like how it looked. Um, and I was like, okay, I have to kill it. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna like kindly get it out of here besides killing it. Um, so because my biggest fear was it getting in my hair, um, and I didn't know if it like stung. I was not sure if it was a stingy kind of bug. It looked like it could have been based on the like sack hanging off of it. But I didn't know if it was stingy or not. So my solution was like, okay, I can't just leave the bug in there and just like think it's gonna disappear. That's where I sleep. We're gonna have to deal with it. And my solution to dealing with it was, okay, Andrea, you know that you are not comfortable with the idea of bugs getting in your hair. Just cover all of that up. Um, don't like the idea of it getting on your skin. Just cover all of it up. So basically, I put on, I think I have gloves on. I think I put gloves on, rain jacket on, maybe a hat on, and wrapped a towel around my head, so that if bug did get near me, would not get in my hair. Um, and then I typically, when I kill bugs, I like to use a Swiffer, with a plastic bag tied on the end so that I can whack it from a distance. And then once I've smushed it and like ground it into mush, then all of the bug guts are like on the plastic bag instead of being like on the Swiffer itself. So then I can just take the bag off, get the bug into the bag, and then toss the bag. Anyway, so that's where that video comes from. And after I killed the bug, during the bug killing process, I was very stressed. But after I killed the bug, I was very relieved, and I looked at myself in the mirror because I killed the bug in front of the mirror, and I thought, wow, Andrea, you look ridiculous. So I took a video, and I'm glad I did because I did look ridiculous, and it's really funny to like see the like bug on the ground and then like the slow zoom up to me. I think it's a great clip. Yeah, this one was fun. Yeah, so this was a clip that I don't know why I don't know why I recorded it. It was probably because I thought it was funny, which is why I recorded it. Um, but for the context of that, I those are not my plants. Those are plants that I was plant sitting. My neighbor at that place had a lot of plants, and she was going out of town on a trip for like 2 weeks ish. And then after her like 2 week trip, she was going to visit family for like another couple days. So she needed somebody to watch her plants. And she offered either to let me into her, like give me her keys so I could go into her apartment and water them, or she could bring them over to um, my place and I would water them for her. So I was like, we can bring them over to my place, that's fine. Because I kind of liked the idea of having more plants. There's a plant here. I have a lot of trouble getting plants because they require attention and someone to remember that they exist to water them and to understand a good watering schedule. And most of the plants that I have had in the past have usually died because I either overwater them because I'm really excited that I have one and I don't want to let it die, and then it ends up starting to like be overwatered, and that's bad. So then I think, oh no, I should not water it anymore. It I need to like let it sit, and then I forget that it exists and that it needs water. And then the next time that I see the plant and I think, oh, maybe it needs water, I start feeling bad that I haven't watered it in a while and think that if I just pretend it doesn't exist, then it's not a problem. Um, so me having my own plants hasn't worked out so well. But we do have another one. The basil plant died though. That one could have been the weather, not me. So anyway, this clip, um, yeah, those plants were heavy, and they were even heavier with water in them, and I wanted to put them near the light. Um, so yeah, it was on this little stool, and I could not lift it myself, and so my method was just to shuffle on the ground and push it. So I yeah, I recorded it on video. It's on video. I'm glad I recorded it. I don't know why I did, but I'm glad that I did. What the heck? It's raining, but it's not windy. So the rain isn't getting on any of the windows. It's just falling straight down from the sky. Yeah. Yeah, so one day it was raining, and usually when it rains, you like hear it on the windows. And then on the windows, it gets like the little splatters, the little water droplet splatters. And so on this day, it was raining, and I noticed it was raining, but I realized I couldn't hear the rain on the windows, and there was no window, like water from the rain on the windows, which I thought I'd like never experienced that before. I'm sure I have and just didn't pay attention to it, but for some reason here, I was like, this is crazy. I've never seen this before. So I had to take a video to prove that it happened. So this is me experiencing for the first time what happens when there's no wind when it rains. The rain just falls straight down and doesn't touch the windows. Good clip, Andrea. 10 out of 10. Yeah, so I'm not sure anything happens in this clip at all. I think this is just some nice, like, calming water scenery. From when I went on it's probably an autumn walk to the harbor, where they normally dock boats, and when it gets colder, people take their boats out of the water. So now it's unboated, and I thought it was pretty, so I took a video of it. That's all. Yeah, so this is a video I took at a cafe when I went to go visit my sister. She's in college and living in an apartment, and I took the Amtrak to go visit her for the first time, like by myself without other family. It's just me. We went to a cafe. The cafe had these origami cranes hanging from the ceiling. I thought the shadows that they made on the wall were really pretty, so I took a video. That was a really fun trip for me. I got a $25 Amtrak voucher because the train that I was supposed to take home from there back to Chicago was late and delayed by several hours, which wasn't a huge deal because I didn't have anywhere to be and I was just traveling by myself. So, like, being late wasn't that big a deal. It was just me making sure that I actually got home, all together. But yeah, I got a $25 Amtrak voucher because the trains were late, and then proceeded to not go on another Amtrak trip within the year, and that voucher has thus expired. So, what can you do? Okay, so I feel like this clip on its own is not very funny, except for the fact that at the beginning of it, I don't know what music I'm listening to at the time I'm recording this video, but when I'm playing it back right now, it kind of sounds like Baby Shark. And I really don't think I was listening to Baby Shark, but that's the only thing I can hear when that video starts. Anyway, this is me cooking kabocha squash. I think I am simmering it, and my best guess is that I think this video is from a context of me making squash filling for dumplings, that I intended to do a cooking video for, where I recorded myself making them and then edited something together and then posted it. I never did that, but I have a clip of this. I think there's more clips from when I tried to film this. Anyway, I'm adding it into this video compilation because for me, cooking kabocha squash is something that I would do because I thought it tasted good, and like, I don't know how to explain it other than like I derived joy from. Okay, give me 1 second. So, I have this jar, and it sits on the windowsill next to me, and behind this jar was sitting this dry leaf that I picked up from somewhere. And because of this leaf sitting behind this jar, in the reflection, there was like a tiny little reflection that looked like there was a giant bug inside this jar, and I got concerned. So I wanted to check that. Turns out everything's fine, and it was just a reflection. I don't really remember what I was talking about before that happened, so we will just move on to the next clip.
Oh. Thank you.
Hurts a little bit,
Hurts a little bit, but
it's okay. This is one of the best cats that I've ever met. So this was my former coworker's cat. When he and his wife would go on vacation, they would sometimes ask if I wanted to cat sit for them. And I would always, if I was available, say yes, because they have two very lovely cats. The one you see in the video, she is the most like sociable, attention demanding cat that I've ever met. I don't know how I might be able to live with her if she were my own cat, but as a visitor who doesn't own cats myself, absolutely lovely to be in her company. She just like really wants to like cuddle and play all the time. So as a cat sitter, I really enjoyed her presence. So I have a couple more. I don't think I'm gonna put them all in this video, but I do have a couple of videos of her because she's so cute. Oh, she's so cute. Yeah, it might be the best cat I've ever met. She's so cute. Yeah, so this is the train station that I would frequent every day. I took both the red line and the purple line, and the best transfer stop was at Wilson. So this is just where I transferred trains. I took this video because it was raining, and so the Wilson station has these like overhead canopies, I think is the right word for it. These canopies that protect people who are waiting on the platform for the trains from rain. And I guess I just liked how it looked and sounded, so I took a video of it. Yeah, so this is an amazing clip that I see. It was also in my era of like I will be making some sort of vlog, so I might as well have footage to make vlogs with that would have this like transition. It doesn't like it would be a future transition into something. It doesn't transition into anything. But that's a video clip that I took. And what I really like about this clip is that you can see my laundry and my blanket and my desk setup and my plants in the corner that are not probably very alive. But for me, it's like a real memory snapshot of what life was like when I was living in that apartment. So thank you, Andrea, for that clip. So this is my coworker's cat again. Yeah. She's such a cute cat. She's just such a cute cat. I'm wearing my jacket in this clip and in the clip before that because it was really cold. And I didn't know how to turn the heat up. I'm sure there was a way that was very easy as like going to find where the thermostat was and turning up the heat. But I thought it would just be easier to keep my coat on, so I did. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Oh, I really miss that cat. Yeah, this is a clip of it snowing outside. It's not a lot. And I would send my mom these videos to show her how much it snowed. So for a lot of these videos that you're seeing, the context to me still now, even like a year or two later, is very clear, and I can tell you like what was happening and why I took the video and what the clip was. This one, I don't know. I don't remember what was in it. It just looks like an omelet that I would make. Um, but I'm adding it into this video compilation just as a future reference to show that I have always liked making omelets, and I liked making them in like just being able to get it out of the pan and it's just still perfectly circular. I found it very satisfying. So that's just what this is. I don't cook as many of them anymore, but they're still good. Yeah, so this clip is me in the bathrooms of the engineering building of my old university because sometimes I would go there to hang out. The building was very pretty. This specific video is of me testing my jaw opening after getting TMJ massages for like a couple weeks, maybe a month or two or so, um, because I was very happy with the amount it was opening. It was very satisfying. I had gone like 5, 6 months with having like a lot of jaw pain and not being able to chew without having a lot of pain, not being able to open my mouth very wide. And so this is kind of like a happy celebratory moment that I was taking a video of me opening my mouth so that I could see, I guess, progress of it. I can open wider than I used to. Um, yeah, I included it in this compilation because to the future Andrew who's watching this video, that was a time that we went through. Want you to remember that it was rough, but we made it through that time. That's what this video is. So this is a video of me playing Genshin Impact. I started playing Genshin in the summer of 2021. I had just gotten a new job and a new phone and free time that I didn't previously have. So I started playing Genshin because my sister said that I probably would really like it. She was right, I did really like it. And played it for a while. This clip is not from 2021, probably from like a year later, but I had been playing it on my phone and then um, got a hand me down gaming laptop that could actually run the game on a laptop. So then I started playing it on the laptop and also really enjoyed it. Um, it's been a bit since I've played it since, but my favorite character to play, one of my favorite characters to play, was Kaya. If you don't play Genshin Impact, uh, I'm not gonna explain it to you, but if you do play Genshin Impact, I really liked Kaya because getting him as a starter, he was one of my most effective characters. And yeah, he started to drop out of my roster once I started getting more characters. And then I realized, like, no matter how many characters I got, I still really enjoyed his playstyle, even though he was only a 4-star. So I wanted to up his constellations. Upping Kaya constellations is hard because he's on Standard Vander as a 4-star, and the chances of getting a drop for him are really difficult. So this clip was I pulled, and I happened to get Kaya. Um, and to prove that I was trying to pull for Kaya, I showed that I was sitting in I think it's Angel's Share, as a summoning ritual with Kaya to summon Kaya. Yeah, that's all this clip is. Yeah, so that was a series of videos that I took um, for some unknown reason. The reason now being that they're in this compilations of videos that I took. And I hope that to future me who is watching this video, that you also took more videos to document things and that you do watch those videos back at some point in the future, just like these ones.